Happy last day before break, Grand Island! You've clicked into Viking Vision News with a pair of superstar seniors at the anchor desk. I'm Raven.
And I'm Sam, excited to have spring break just hours away. Today is Thursday, March 28th, 2024, and it is a day 3 at Grand Island High School.
Coming up later in the show, a thrilling recap of last Friday's Clash of the Vikings night. As the eggs were tossing, the cheers were musical, and the winners were celebrating.
I wonder who that could be.
I wonder. Seniors!
But we begin the show wishing all the participants of our annual volleyball tournament good luck as the serving, setting, and spiking will begin with teams called down to the main gym at 11:15 this morning.
Teachers have the option to bring their classes to the gym 9th period to watch the student finals and then the student versus teachers match. It's a tradition like no other. Have fun!
It's also a big day for our friends across the complex at the middle school, as the annual VCMS talent show begins at noon today. If you would like to watch a live stream of the show, go to events.locallive.tv/events/142830.
Attention juniors, when you return from break, you'll be less than a month away from your junior prom. I can't believe it's prom season already. The theme for your junior prom is a Viking night on the water, and it will take place Saturday, May 4th from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. at the Doubletree Hotel in Niagara Falls.
Tickets will be on sale starting the day we get back from break, April 9th through April 19th, for $60 per ticket. Please see Mrs. Degatti in room 225 to purchase tickets. Guests will need a pre-authorized guest form completed by the end of the school day on Friday, April 12th. No exceptions.
Junior prom guest forms should be picked up from the main office and returned to the main office by the firm deadline of April 12th. If you need to bring any medication to the junior prom, please check with the nurse prior to Friday, April 19th to get your pass. If you have any more questions about junior prom, check with your junior class advisors, Mrs. Gallagher and Mrs. Degatti.
The Grand Island Chess Club is in need of beverages and candy for their upcoming Western New York Spring Scholastic Chess Tournament, which they are hosting at Grand Island High School starting April 13th. These items are meant for our chess players and will be utilized for goodie bags and refreshments during the tournament.
To donate, please check the email sent out on March 21st and click on the link to review the available donation slots and sign up. All donations are needed by Tuesday, April 9th and the first day back from break. The GI Chess Club says thank you for your continued support as your donations are greatly appreciated.
Before we get into the wrap-up of Clash of the Vikings night, I just want to say a big thank you to our Spanish language teachers, Mrs. Scabilia, Profe Myers, Senior Neely, and Senior Winger for organizing the annual salsa night last Friday. We had over 100 students on the large cafeteria floor dancing and having a great time. The food was delicious and the professional dance instructors were amazing. I had so much fun and I learned some cool dance moves. Let me tell you, Raven, I ate.
Girl, I see you. Last Friday was a spicy day at Grand Island High School with the salsa dance that Sam just mentioned and the finale of Clash of the Vikings week. It started with class color day as students were all dressed up in their bright colors representing their graduating class.
Plus, a wrap-up of all the lunchroom clash games in the large cafeteria during the school day made for some interesting results going into the Clash of the Vikings main event that night.
Adding up the totals from all the dress-up days, lunch games, and rock, paper, scissors battles, the sophomore class of 2026 was in first place with a sizable lead of 12 points over the juniors in second place. The seniors were in third place, and the freshmen were bringing up the rear in last place.
So going into Clash night, it seemed like the sophomores had a sizable advantage, but it's not how strong you start the contest, it's how you finish when it pertains to Clash of the Vikings. Props to the freshman class of 2027, however. They did finish the night last in the standings, earning $125 for their class, but they did buy the most Clash t-shirts and had the most students representing their class at the main event. So, they had that going for them.
Yeah, they were really loud. Okay, it's main event time. Here we go. The first game was the mini scooter race, as multiple teams of 2 weaved throughout the main gym floor in a mad dash around the cones to get to the finish line fastest. There weren't many moments of doubt in this game as the seniors built a lead and then cruised for the victory. 10 points for the class of 2024.
Game number 2 was the hula hoop relay, and student council added a little twist to this event.
Oh, I see what you did there. Hula, twist.
Yeah, I know. I'm clever. The twist was that this turned into a game of musical hula hoop, as the music would start and stop at random, of course, and those students who ended up with a hula hoop when the music stopped were eliminated. We began with a lot to a little, as one by one students were sent packing back to the bleachers, until there were 3, 2 sophomores and a junior. When the music stopped this time, the 2 sophomores were the ones left standing. 10 points for the class of 2026.
The next game is fun to watch, frantic to be a part of, and that's the mattress relay, where students lay on the floor and push in assembly line fashion a person laying on top of a mattress from one end of the gym to the other and back. You need to be super fast and not run into each other as you move the mattress through the gym. In the first heat, it was the seniors versus the freshmen. Let's face it, we have the experience in this event, and it showed as we dominated the 9th graders.
The second heat featured the juniors against the sophomores, and after one length, it was pretty even, but the juniors pulled away and won that heat, which led to the championship match between the juniors and seniors. Once again, going to the turn, it was anyone's race, but the juniors got a burst of speed and crossed the finish line first, earning the full 10 points for the class of 2025.
Game number 4, the always messy egg toss, has traditionally featured some incredible catches and some historic splats throughout the years. It's a simple game. Toss the egg from one teammate to the other and catch it without it breaking or cracking. If it does, the yoke's on you and your team is out.
It started out pretty easy at the beginning, as each class had no problem with the shorter distance throws. But after each distance was achieved, the contestants had to move further and further away from each other, and that's when the excellent drops and the splats began. Final tosses at the furthest distance, first the freshman, the dive, oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Toss by the sophomores was great, but stone hands on the catch and the egg drops to the floor and breaks. They're out. Junior's turn. Not even close. That left 2 senior teams, but no one could conquer the egg on this day. But because the class of 2024 had the most teams standing on the last toss, we earned the top points and first place in the event.
Next up was the always random game called Simpson Wants, as MC Mr. Bob Simpson calls for various items, and the team that walks the item and hands it to him the fastest wins. The class that had the most items that Simpson wants gets the top points for the event. The items varied from an old flip cell phone to a blank sheet of paper with no lines, to something with rhinestones on it, even a map, which us seniors had, but it was the juniors who had the most things that Simpson wanted. Seniors were in second.
Next up was the tug of war, which had zero drama to it whatsoever, as the senior beat the juniors in the final heat to earn another 10 spot on the score sheet. No surprise there.
Then it was back to musical chairs, but this time the original version, as many students begin but get whittled down to the last one standing, or sitting in this case. Michael Jackson's Thriller was the song of choice on this night. Each time the music stops, someone was left without a chair and sent back to their class. Ultimately, it was left to senior Jacob Joseph against junior Hannah Hiscock for the musical chairs title. The music stopped, and Jake slides into a seat and wins another game for the seniors.
He ate! Speaking of food, next up was the food challenge, as teams of 2 from each class had 5 minutes to see how much food they could eat and how much weight they could take out of the box. Each class had students literally shoving food in their mouths. I'm getting sick just watching this again. Some used some unorthodox methods on pizza, like Bobby pouring water on it so it was easier to slide in his face. Ultimately, it was the junior class team of Alejandro Perez and Ailish Higman who ate the most, winning the event for the juniors. Seniors in second again.
The class of 2024 earned top marks in the next game, the basketball toss, as this was highlighted by senior Avery Snyder, as the hoop star hit not 1 but 2 half-court baskets on the night. Seniors first, sophomores second in this contest.
The final 3 games started with the Hungry Hungry Hippos, as teams of 2 for each class dragged one student on a scooter into the middle of the gym floor to collect the most balls and return them to their home base.
In fact, the seniors finished either first or second in 11 out of 12 events during class night. This is always a fun game to watch and play, especially if you remember the old board game of the same name. The sophomores earned the victory in this event, with the seniors getting second.
The Orange Relay Race is a dizzying back and forth affair as 14 students per class take turns running the length of the gym holding an orange under their chin while tagging their teammate who must spin with a bat 5 times before taking off to the other side. Seniors earned first once again, with the freshmen getting second place.
The final event is a mad dash to the finish line. Both of us got to participate in this one. It's the shoestring race. 10 students for each class have their sneakers taken and mixed up on one end of the gym. Then the mats drop and students blitz across the gym to find their sneakers, bring them back to the home base, and then tie them and sit in a straight line. As you can see, we dominated. Seniors were the fastest and most organized. 10 points for us.
So, it was time to award a winner from an intense week of challenges and games. 4th place went to the freshmen, 3rd place to the sophomores, who earned $250 for their class. 2nd place, by only 1 point, were the juniors, who get $500.
And with 11 more points than the juniors, the senior class of 2024 wins Clash of the Vikings, rushing to hoist the trophy as class champions, earning $1,000 for our graduating class. What a night.
Lots of smiles and seniors holding the trophy. I see you again, Sam. Thank you to our Grand Island High School administration and especially student council advisors, Ms. Rustowitz, Mr. Simpson, the teachers and staff who volunteered, and all of the student council officers and reps for putting this event together and giving us memories to last a lifetime.
And with that, our show is over. We hope you all have a safe and wonderful spring break. Thanks for watching.
And happy Easter from your friends here at Viking Vision. Bye!